Welcome to the Meet a Go-Ed Member series, where we introduce you to the entire Omega-3 universe, one member at a time. Today we're in Shanghai for Health Ingredients China, and we're going to introduce you to the Omega-3 Center, who will be represented by Terri Albert. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
So we just have a few simple questions. The first question is, what do you want the Go-Ed membership to know about the Omega-3 Center in general?
Okay, well, the Omega-3 Centre has been in operation now for just over 10 years, and I suppose sometimes we refer to ourselves as almost like a mini Go-Ed, but representing the Australian and New Zealand market very specifically. So maybe a little bit different in that we represent everything from fresh seafood supply, government departments, right through to oil manufacturers and dietary supplementation. So very broad. We don't recommend brands or sponsor brands, anything like that, but we're very much focused on education towards consumers, research, looking at what the new science is, and conveying the health benefits of omega-3s in all forms to consumers and to industry.
Wonderful, that's so helpful, and there's such a need for that. As you look forward, as the center looks forward to the future, what kind of challenges do you see for the omega-3 market as a whole?
I gather there's quite a lot, but if I think very much about what seems to be top of mind at the moment, I think it's very unfortunate that there's such a lot of negative media around on omega-3s when really it should be such a positive thing. Omega-3s are very positive for people's health. Consumers, I think if we look at the trends and market data usage from around the world, consumers really do believe that omega-3s are good for many parts of their health, and it just seems to be an ongoing I don't really like to use the word attack, but it's just an ongoing situation where there's lots of focus from the media on the negative parts rather than the very positive, scientific validated facts that are there for consumers to use. And so I think I often think of consumers and how confused they must be when it comes to omega-3. So I think that, there's a lot of work that's being done to try and bridge the education gap. But I suppose for me it's trying to address that negative connotation that can sometimes be there.
And this last question is it's admittedly kind of whimsical, but if the Omega-3 Center were to be represented by any kind of metaphor in terms of what makes it special or what it does, what would that be, do you think?
I think at the moment we can sort of say we feel like a bit of a fish swimming upstream against some pretty strong currents. So there are things that are coming at us all the time. So it's I think it's hard work for everybody in the industry and the Omega-3 Centre especially. So maybe that.
Well, thank you so much for your time and for your participation and interest in Go-Ed and in the entire industry. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.